Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 11th, and here are your national days. It's World Ego Awareness Day, and this is kind of an important day. This is kind of one of those like keeping you in check kind of moments here. So just don't let yourself get all like full of things that you've done and how awesome you are, and just it's one of those like be a little bit more humble moments here. So that's the whole idea of this is keep yourself in check. That's a whole self-regulation thing. And that's all. That's really the brunt of it. So there you go. Keep yourself in check day. But it's called World Ego Day, World Ego Awareness Day. It's Twilight Zone Day, and if you're really having trouble keeping your ego in check, you could find that you're in the Twilight Zone. Great TV show, and they've tried to bring it back. I don't know that it's really kind of garnered the success that the original one did, but Rod Sterling definitely had something pretty cool going on, and that series actually spun a lot of careers. Lots of famous people were involved with that, whether from the beginning, that's how they got their start into acting, or they're like, hey, you know what, this is a pretty iconic show, I want to be part of this, and they got in on it. So lots of people involved there, and check out and see some of those classic older episodes. Really, really good stuff. It is Foam Roller Day. Now, these are those that's what it says. It is what it says. It's the foam roller that typically you would use for like trying to work out muscle pains and whatnot. But they're also good for doing other stretches, or there's been routines created around them for doing different kinds of muscle building as well. So they were first patented, check this out, 1920 in the 1920s, and they're known as the poor man's massage. So Foam Roller Day. This next one sounds like it could be really good but really bad all at the same time. It is Eat What You Want Day. So this is coming on to those like eat with no rules kind of moments. So get out there, figure out like all of your worst things you can have, and go for them today. But this is what they always say: everything in moderation. You can't just have all of this stuff all the time, every single day. So today's the day just to get out there and do a little splurging. All right, so enjoy that. Last but not least, it's Hostess Cupcake Day. So this would be those tasty little good cupcakes with the little swirls on the icing on the top of them. Definitely, these were something I had as a kid. Obviously, we're not seeing a whole lot of them around with the Hostess company not necessarily here anymore, but they're starting to come back. You're starting to see a little bit of them. I want to say that some Canadian company bought it, and they're making them, if I'm remembering correctly. But so you'll see them, but just it's not the same. And frankly, nothing's ever the same when you go from a kid in my experience so far. When you go from having something as a kid, then you have it back as an adult, you're like, man, why did I like those things? But man, they were so good. And then they had like different flavored ones too. So they had like the classic one, they had a chocolate one, then they had some kind of orange one too, and they went with other flavors too. And I think that's probably the downfall of what they did is it's kind of like they expanded too far. But just stay classic. You had your thing going on there, and why change it? So anyways, I've once again digressed into an entirely different topic, but Hostess Cupcake Day. If you can find them, go have them. All right, so those are all of our days. Let's take a look and see what our fact of the day is. When footballer Steven Schwartz signed for Sunderland in a record transfer for the club in 1999, it was explicitly written into his contract that he was forbidden from traveling into space. That's awesome. Sunderland was worried that Schwartz, a well-known space enthusiast, would be tempted to accompany one of his advisors who had tickets for one of the planned upcoming commercial tourist flights into space that were scheduled for 2002. In the end, by the time Schwartz ended his playing career for Sunderland in 2003, only 2 paying tourists had actually flown into space. The regular tourist flights into space are yet to become a reality, and that's still true today. So, but that's pretty cool that he wasn't allowed to go into space, and it was explicitly written to his contract. That's pretty wild. So there you go. If you want to sign a contract for something, you could probably have lots of different things written in there, and so many people have. So you want an interesting time. Just look up what different big name celebrities need when they sign a contract to go do a gig somewhere. It's interesting. I've helped out with a couple people that have come in and they've needed specific color couches, specific beverages that are stocked in a fridge. There's all sorts of different things, like particular types of foods. So all sorts of wild stuff you can see, but this is another one that written in there. But safety of the club, that makes perfect sense. All right, everybody, have yourself a great day. If you've never had it, go try that Hostess Cupcake, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.